Man, look guys, I'm trying my best to be positive about this team. I'll take the silver linings of every game. Decent defense, good goaltending, but offensively, there is no offense. They don't know what they want to do with the puck. 8 shots after 2 periods is ridiculous. And it sucks too because it's gotten to the point now where these games just aren't fun to watch. It's not enjoyable to see your team repeatedly get battered shift after shift as the other team just pours on the offense. And I'll go a step further. On the odd opportunity that your team does finally get the puck with a chance to break into the offensive zone, it always just ends up with a dump and chase. It's just boring, it doesn't work, and you gotta find other ways to make plays because right now it's just so uninspiring. You're in a playoff race right now, holding on to the last wildcard spot by a thread, and this is how you want to play. It's not going to cut it, so we'll see what happens. But for now, as always, let's talk about the game, starting off with the first period of play. Arturs Silovs, for the first time since November, was back in the crease for the Canucks, and he looked pretty good. He actually made some good saves off the bat to keep the Canucks in it. They took some penalties, but the kill was strong. The Canucks didn't have that many good looks. This was probably their best one here. Höglander over to Hedl, but it's a good save from Vejmelka. The score stays 0-0 after the first, pretty uneventful. In the second, Canucks to the power play. It's Pettersson on the baseline over to DeBrusk, and he stuffs it through past Vejmelka to give the Canucks the 1-0 lead. It's a miracle. This team actually scored a goal, and they have a lead in the game. But it's a shame because the Utah Hockey Club, not even 2 minutes later, tie the game back up. It's Logan Cooley on the deflection. It gets by Silovs, not much he can do there, and just like that, we are back to square. After that, the Utah Hockey Club continues their pressure. They have basically 2 breakaways here, but Arturs Silovs, he was looking composed, he stood tall and stopped both of them. Moving on ahead to the third, and Silovs off of a deflection makes a beautiful stop here, keeps it out and keeps it tied. Later on, it's Pettersson on a breakaway, game on his stick, and he misses the target. All you can do is really just sigh at this point. You want the guy to do well, but it just gets harder and harder to defend him after stuff like that. And it gets worse because the Canucks take a bad penalty inside the final 7 minutes. Hockey Club to the power play, and it's Dylan Guenther just to rub salt in the wounds. Gets the go-ahead, 2-1 for Utah. The Canucks try and push back after that, but their effort to tie the game was pretty minimal. They don't get anything going, and the game ends 2-1. And that's 2 crucial points dropped in the standings. And look, it's not enough that the Canucks are losing these games. The lack of offense that the Vancouver Canucks produce throughout 60 minutes makes it very hard to commentate on. There's not that many highlights that actually goes on in these games that finish 2-1, where the Canucks score 1 goal throughout the entire game. It's got to be better. They need to have more going on in the offensive zone, and I don't know when we're going to see it. I don't know if we're going to see it, but as always, we'll have to wait and find out. The Canucks are back in action against the LA Kings on Wednesday, so that should be an interesting one, another divisional bout. But, yeah, man, that's all from me. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry it's a short one. You can blame the Canucks for not making it that interesting of a game in general. But, yeah, give me your thoughts. Subscribe if you're new. Peace out, and take care.